Hi guys, I need to talk to you about something. I just found this, and I've been on this all day long. Um, I just found this thing called Tails Abuse, and I also found it on Some Ordinary Gaming YouTube. You can go check him out if you want and listen to it from him. But I just had to read you this thing. It's really creepy, but I found it to be very, I guess you could say, impressive. I have no idea. But I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but I was really into this. I was searching YouTube all day, and I'm going to put a link down in the video that have this really, really creepy game called sonic.exe. I've heard lots of rumors about it. The guy who created it modded it, and it is pretty much just like a devilish Sonic game. Some people said the guy who made it's dead now. I have no idea, but I'm going to put the link to download under this video, and just a little heads up, download at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm telling you guys, this is a really creepy game. If you don't want to get involved in it, you don't have to. But I also found this thing called Tails Abuse. There's a guy who was writing about it. I'm going to read it to you in just a second. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to read you this whole thing. I'm a retro gamer. I love to play both recent and old games, but especially games created by Sega. Revenge of the Shinobi, Streets of Rage, Sonic, Golden Axe, but a month ago something happened. Something made me look at these wonderful games in another perspective. It was a foggy night, 3 a.m. to be more specific. I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on an emulator since I wasn't sleepy. I chose both Sonic and Tails as my character and started playing. After reaching Chemical Plant Zone, I got bored, so I decided to play a little with the characters. I went to a part of the zone where I could find many enemies such as a grabber and a spider that grabs the character and self-destructs. A Spiny who shoots balls of acid. I used Tails to have a little fun, since he's invincible and imitates every move Sonic makes. I took a few steps so the enemy could see me, and when it attacked, I ran, leaving Tails behind. I did that several times until something weird happened. All of a sudden, Tails' animation changed to the one he makes when he drowns. And the sound was different too. It was the sound your character makes when he touches spikes without having any rings left. The sound was very loud too, even more than usual. I thought it was a bug, since the game was played on an emulator. I waited for Tails to appear again, but he never showed up. I decided to reset the game. Everything was normal, except for the part where the logo was supposed to appear, showing Tails and Sonic smiling. When I looked at it, Tails was missing. He just wasn't there at all. And instead of smiling, Sonic had a weird reaction. He was disappointed or depressed. I was getting a little scared, since it was too weird to be a simple emulator bug, but I tried to dodge it and began playing again. I went to the options to choose both Sonic and Tails like I did the last time, but the only options there were only Sonic. Then the other options were missing. I didn't know what to think. I began playing when I looked at Sonic's sprite on the Emerald Hill Zone. He had the wrong expression. He looked uncomfortable, like you don't touch the controller for some time. I controlled Sonic, but even running, his expression didn't change. He was seriously creeped out, so I closed the emulator and turned on my Sega Genesis so I could play correctly without all those. I didn't even know what to call, but I'm sure those weren't just bugs. When the game started, Sega's logo was different. It was red, and the sound was louder, like the one I heard when Tails disappeared. I tried to believe it was just a glitch, but the console was already very old, so I started to get my doubts. Despite of that weird glitch, everything was back to normal. Tails was there again. The sprites were okay. The sounds too. I sighed in relief and started playing. When I reached the boss, I didn't have any rings, and accidentally Tails touched Robotnik's car and made the same animation he made on Chemical Plant Zone, and the game froze. I started freaking out and reset it. The screen was now white. No Sega logo, no sprites, no sound, no nothing. I quit. I was very creeped out by now, and then I went to turn off the console. A text box appeared. You couldn't believe it. I never seen such a thing in this game. I was more surprised by the text. The text had read, "You killed him." I tried to press all the buttons on the controller, but nothing worked. I also tried to turn off the console, but I couldn't. I even tried to turn off the television, but I was very scared by now. I sat on the sofa and grabbed the controller again. Another text box appeared. You destroyed his life. Are you going to destroy mine too? Are you having fun? Are you? I pressed the button A again, and I was now on the chemical plant zone. The background was different though. The background was more darker than usual, and I could see different shades of red. Was it blood? The music was different too. It was the boss's music, but reversed and slow. Only Sonic was dead. The gameplay was normal besides one little thing. When I defeated an enemy instead of Sprite or Bunny or a chicken, I would see the same animation but torn apart in a puddle of blood. The blood was so realistic, I didn't even reach the second stage. In the end of the first stage, I couldn't control Sonic anymore. He began running for 2 minutes when he stopped. Another text box appeared. It had read, "Are you ready? Ready to see what you've done to him?" I was speechless. I'd asked myself what I would have done to him to let this happen, but then I realized, did I kill Tails? I couldn't believe it. It was just a game. It was just a bunch of codes. I couldn't do such a thing. Then another text box appeared, but this one was different. There was just a yes/no option. I didn't hesitate and I chose no. I knew it. I couldn't even choose that option. I had to choose yes. The game wanted me to choose yes. I did. That was a horrible mistake. The screen faded to black, but 5 seconds after, I saw a close-up of Tails' corpse. It was full of wounds. His guts were thrown out, and he was missing an eye. That image was so realistic, I almost vomited. Then another text box appeared. I hope you're happy. You killed me. Are you having fun with it? I know you were. Do you want to do it again? Play with me again. I'm just a simple toy for you. A simple toy. For all of you. I was horrified. I felt something different inside me. Was it guilt? It couldn't be. I'm sure more players already did this to Tails, but was he really in pain? I never touched a retro game again. I spend my days playing my PS3, and every time a character dies, I remember what happened. I will never forget. Hold on, I gotta click read more. Well, hold on guys, it's not letting me play the next. Well, you guys get the point. That was pretty creepy for me, and I don't know if I should download the Sonic thing, but whoever's doing this, I don't know if it's a thing that's in the game. I don't know. Like, I saw that it said, it was almost so realistic that the guy vomited. I mean, it was on a Sega System. How realistic could it be? I'm really into this stuff, and I don't know if something would happen, but it just started off as a video that I had watched that was top 20 scariest games or something like that. I have no idea, but I'm going to post links in the video. Tell me what you guys think about it. This is really nerve-wracking. I mean, I'd never read something like this in my life. I've never even heard of anything like this ever. I'm going to read more on it, and if I have any more information on it, I will tell you guys. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this video.